Welcome back, Valentines. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo. And today we will finally be checking out the i-dle Good Thing recording behind, which is so exciting because we've actually seen Soyeon talk a bit about how it was actually recorded, how they actually had to melodyne the vocal out of pitch a little bit in certain parts to make the auto-tune sound really hit because they're just so good singers. And I've been just so excited to check this out because I mean, it's a banger. I really liked it. It was my favorite song on the album.
We practiced the chorus.
Oh yeah.
We know the whole chorus and we uploaded it on TikTok and Instagram if you want to see it.
That's right. Definitely check that out. You cannot say we're not true i-dle fans. Right. I refuse to accept that. Also, a giant shout out to Ryan who recognized us on the street. He's like a true Neverland, like a real fan of i-dle, and he just straight up recognized us on the street. Like, wait, you're Valen and Theo.
He recognized us.
That was crazy. That's our first time ever being recognized on the street, and it was by an i-dle fan. Yes, so that's super cool. But let's do this, everybody.
Let's do it.
But before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And last but not least, we already have so much i-dle content over on Patreon. We just reacted and reviewed the i-dle We Are album over on Patreon. We also got so much more i-dle related content over on Patreon as well. And there's basically every single week at least one piece of g-idle/i-dle, you know, both their g-idle era obviously and also their current i-dle era content over on Patreon. So if you want to check that out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. And if nothing else, let's do this.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Let's do this.
Baby, aren't you a good thing? Good thing.
Okay guys, starting out here, this microphone is a Neumann U87, an absolutely iconic microphone, and it's usually the microphone that i-dle records with. Like in all their other recording behinds, I'm pretty sure they've also been using a Neumann 87, an absolutely iconic microphone. And I guess, you know, that's just what they use over at Cube. Like, because it's always in the Cube recording studio.
Of course.
A lot of other groups I've noticed, they go to like different studios that aren't even like directly affiliated with the label to record a lot of their music. But it seems like i-dle, they always just go to the Cube studio. Which makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, they're also the producers and so forth.
But you were good there. Good thing. Baby, aren't you a good thing? It's really, really, really good.
네, 혹시 이거 굵은 목소리로도 한 번 제가 해봐도 될까요? 하고 뭐가 나은지.
Baby, aren't you a good thing? It's really, really, really good. Baby, aren't you a good thing? It's really, really, really good.
I like that you can kind of hear here that Soyeon is also trying to less, you know, sing in such a perfect manner, but essentially more like talk singing because the whole thing is supposed to be kind of sarcastic and auto-tuned.
Exactly.
So singing it in this like completely perfect way where it sounds like you're taking yourself so serious just doesn't work for the concept of the song.
It doesn't work.
Because
that's what she said in the I Use palette. That they were trying to kind of sing it badly, so it sounded better with the autotune.
Right. I mean, it's a piece of art at the end of the day, and the concept for it, you know, sometimes you have to just be aware yourself that better isn't always better if you're trying to go for something that's kind of sarcastic or what have you.
Exactly.
아, 이거 가히 들어봐야 될 것 같아. 이거 너무 대충 녹음했었는데 이게 뭔가 멋있어서. 그래서
There you go.
다시 못할 것 같아요.
Just use the guide then.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, the first take is the best.
저 약간 천천히 불렀던 거 같거든요. 이거보다 힘 빼고 해볼게요.
난 이러고 천짜리 시계 찾고 그다음 멜로디에 람보키를 손에 들고 미친 듯 burn 하고파 밟아 200km 이것 좀 하하 정말 깔깔 웃겨 재미있군.
Sounds good.
Very cool, very cool. I like the swag of it. Like again, it's not like she's trying to sound too hard. In any way.
No, exactly.
The whole thing has this certain level of just like swagger to it.
Yeah, very swag. You're right, very chill.
Another thing is also Soyeon is so far into her career that I don't really feel like she needs to try that hard to come with something that really works.
Exactly.
Because this is like second nature to her.
This is second nature to her.
I'd say first nature almost.
True.
Like she's such a creative powerhouse.
She's made for it.
Definitely.
The jacket.
해볼게요. Hey boy, you never know what you're missing.
이 발음을 하나씩 조금 씹어줬으면 좋겠거든. Hey boy, you never.
I've noticed one thing, guys, by the way. In a lot of other groups recording behind, the vocals that we hear, which are the vocals that aren't from the studio, like the studio booth, they're obviously from the studio, but from the side that the mixing engineer, the recording engineer, the music director, and everybody else is hearing. And that has already gone through a processing chain. That means, of course, it has some delay, some reverb, probably not the final delay and reverb, but just something to give people a little bit more sense of how it's going to sound in its final format, and also auto-tune. But in this case, and in any other case, I think, with i-dle, that process that is going through to the side of the recording engineer doesn't have auto-tune on it.
Exactly.
I actually think that's better.
That's better.
Because, like, why would you want to hear something automatically with auto-tune?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that.
No, that is not a good idea.
Like, not for your average pop song. In some cases, it makes sense if you're trying to make something where auto-tune is a very central part to it. But apart from that, I would more put
Even this song is huge on auto-tune, and they're not even doing that.
But because I don't think it's necessary.
Exactly.
I feel like the whole pop industry has become over-reliant on the sound of auto-tune. But I also think it's because in a lot of these recording behinds, if a person is a little bit pitchy, there are so many professionally unemployed and like just armchair generals out there who are just gonna like be judging every single singer for being just slightly off pitch in certain parts, so then they can't include it in the recording behind because everybody needs to sound perfect all the time.
That's so silly.
But again, with i-dle, they just keep it real. They just keep everything totally real, and that's what I love about the group. You know, even though like you don't have to agree with everyone on everything, I just appreciate the realness of it.
Exactly.
아 이건 너무 자신감이 없는데? 아니 뭔가 조금 한숨 쉬듯 부른다 생각할까? Hey, hey. 언니 지금 너무 지금 표정도 너무 행복해. 좀 그만 행복해줘.
Please stop being so happy.
슬프게. 이거는 슬프다기보단 좀 불쌍해.
She's very specific.
Hey boy, 이 하고 입을 닫아야겠다. Hey boy, 언니 이거야. No, what you're missing now 해볼게. 얘가 no에서 what.
He's taking it slow.
Yeah.
이렇게 쪼아서 불렀으면은 그 what에서 뭔가 확 풀어주는 느낌이 났습니다.
Soyeon is an underrated singer, man.
이렇게.
Yeah.
What about this, guys? This is like iconically Korean. We got like the iced Americano in here. Like just like leaning up against the text.
Iconic.
Damn.
I like it.
Think for tonight 해볼게.
Oh, she got one too?
Yeah.
너무 약간
They like that.
한국처럼 들려가지고 굿띵으로 딩이랑 띵 사이로 할 수 있을까요?
띵. 뭔가 이어져야 되는 건가?
그 마음만 이어져야 돼. 그러니까 발음 자체는 굿띵인데 마음은 이어지고 있고 뭔가 발음은 떨어져 있어야 돼. 뭔지 알겠지? 해볼게.
You get it?
Impressive. I didn't.
너무 투나잇보다 점프하듯이 불러야 되는데. 나이 이렇게.
I love how like Soyeon is very clear in this about the vision again, which is so important.
Her vision is so clear.
Processing and all these things is only one part. But again, a lot of the time you're not supposed to sing like things totally clear or professional if that's not just like the final product that you wish to put into the world. And here again, it's like they're used to trying to sound so clear and so professional and so perfect. But again, it's not what she's aiming for.
She's not aiming for in this song, no.
Yeah. And she really has to be extra clear about
like that.
나이 이렇게 여기 다 밴딩을 줘야 돼.
Goodbye, baby.
꾸띠. 너무 좋은데 언니? 꾸띠로 해봐 좀만 더. 지금 완전 잘하고 있어.
우기가 한 마리 생겨가지고.
우기가 뭐라 했는데?
우기가 이 노래 듣고 전기에 감전된 거 같아.
A little fun fact, by the way. Do you guys see this weird stuff going on here in the back? This weird, it looks like a labyrinth or something. It's all weird. I'm pretty sure that is diffusion. Do you know what diffusion is?
For the sound?
Yes. But the interesting thing about diffusion is that it doesn't deaden the room. Deadening the room is, for example, let's say right now, I'm going to move closer to the microphone. Right now, you hear more of my voice and less of the room that I'm in. The further I move away from the microphone, the more you hear all the walls. That means the sound signal, essentially
Jumping.
just bouncing off of everything.
Exactly.
If you deaden a room, which is usually how a vocal booth is, then you hear basically none of it. Because within a vocal booth, you're interested in the vocal. Like nothing else should preferably be recorded, because then you have to spend a lot of processing, taking those things out. And when you take those things out, you also take out a little bit of the actual vocal, making it thinner. But this isn't what's going on with the diffusion, because the diffusion, as you can see, is on the recording engineer sound.
Exactly.
And the thing is, instead of deadening the room, right, it makes the room sound more pleasant. That's what it does.
That's what it does.
It makes it just sound like nicer.
It's better.
Because on their side, a lot of the time you're going to be mixing.
Exactly.
And when you're mixing music, when you're trying to master music, I mean, you want to make it for an environment where there will be walls. But
Yeah,
also, like, the average person is going to listen to it where there's walls and what have you.
True.
So you still don't want to, like, totally deaden it.
No,
but you
because
want to make
that's
it a
not the
nice,
actual experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, of the song.
But you want to make it a nice sounding room. So diffusion here doesn't kill the sound. It merely makes it sound nice. I hope that made sense.
It makes sense.
Correct me, by the way, if I'm a little bit wrong. But I'm 99% sure I'm right.
감전된 스타일로 불려줘.
Electrocuted.
홀리몰리 이런 느낌이어서 약간 발음을 좀 흘려볼까? 홀리몰리 쉣. 어머 it's a good thing 해볼게. 어머가 지금 언니는 노래 부르듯이 어머 it's 하잖아. 말고 그냥 어머 it's a good thing 이렇게.
Look, now they added the auto-tune.
Auto-tune, yeah.
That's too cool.
Yeah.
So they do actually add the auto-tune to the processing within the studio that the recording engineer hears, but only in those parts.
In those parts.
That's actually too cool.
Just to hear how it will sound.
Another little detail that they don't talk about, but she did turn it on, like between the cuts.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
really cool.
That's cool.
I also like how she admitted that they straight up just do say shit, but they just turn it into that shit.
So they don't have to cut it in live performances.
Yeah. It's
smart.
It's about how you interpret the word.
Right? She. It's a Chinese word.
Shibal.
Shibal.
Oh, shibal.
Like Koreans, they say sh.
Yeah,
it's like that.
yeah. It's literally the same though.
It's the same.
That's too funny.
괜찮은 것 같아요. 끝. 응.
All right.
감사합니다. The jacket, the huge jacket. I love it.
노래 제일
Oh, now you blocked it? Dude, I already saw it before. This wasn't blocked before.
Yeah.
The editor messed up.
Yeah.
No free advertisement.
No free
over
advertisement.
at Cube. None. They don't allow that.
사실 전부 다 너 파트였는데 어쩔 수 없이 좀 나눴어. 진짜.
It was Yuqi solo.
그거 아니야.
Well, hello there. Let's go.
Ooh.
해볼게요.
예. 오늘 듣고 갈까요?
아니요.
바로 해?
네. 띄워줄게요.
무슨 컨셉이야 오늘?
여기가 진짜 포인트인데 여기 진짜 뭔가 재밌어야 돼. 엄청 두껍게 불러야 돼 여기는. 너가 지금까지 했던 노래 중에 제일 두껍게 불러야 돼. 거쳐널 거쳐줘도.
Like more attitude, essentially.
너무 지금 목소리가
Another
얇아.
iced Americano, by the way.
Another one.
They keep messing up. Guys, the editors keep on messing up. Now I see it in the back as well. It's like half the time they censor it, half the time they
The editor
don't.
was like, whatever.
It's like, oh, whatever, dude.
Yeah, you already saw it. But I'll do
Whatever.
it just so they don't say anything. So the
No.
company doesn't say anything.
I don't think it's that. I think,
I know.
you know, sometimes that's life. No one's perfect.
Exactly.
We had to look at the brand. I can't even tell the brand.
Nah, because we're the Koreans. We don't know.
No, but I literally can't make out anything.
No.
좀 더 놀리는 느낌이어야 돼. 이게 무슨 말인지 알겠어?
아마도?
무슨 말인데?
약간 아바바바 이런 거.
뭐 맞아. 그렇게 발음하면 돼. 그렇게 발음하면 돼.
What? Why? What happened?
Oh, I think those are biodynamic earphones. Look at them. Don't you see the similarity?
Oh.
I think those are biodynamic, guys.
You're
it's almost
right.
always, gosh darn, Sony. I think this is biodynamic, which is also a very cool company. I like their headphones.
Damn.
They have they're known for having really good recording earphones, but when it comes to their mixing earphones, that meaning the ones that you usually mix the music in, I think Sennheiser are like the best ones if you guys are going to get into that stuff. They're kind of a little bit expensive, the Sennheiser ones, like $200, but you know,
True.
It's an investment.
They're using different ones.
I'm pretty sure those are biodynamic, which
True,
are
they
iconic.
Look just like it.
Yeah, those are also very iconic. But I don't know why within K-pop it seems like Sony is just like the master.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because, you know, it's close. Japan is close. It might just be because of some business relationship there.
맞아. 그렇게 발음하면 돼. 그렇게 발음하면 돼. 일부러 바보처럼 낸다 생각해봐. 바보면 소리 어떻게 낼까?
What a full sound.
I don't know.
그러면 너
Since it's be more attitude ignorant.
좀 더
나를 보니 말을 켰어
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, there you go.
어머 있어 굿띵.
어머 it's a good day.
엄마 여기 어머를 더 어머 이렇게 돼야 돼.
근데 어디 과자 먹고 있어 혹시? 근데 왜 여기서 과자 냄새가 나?
원래 요거 향기도 통.
Damn, they're very pungent.
해볼게.
Some seriously smelly snacks.
어머 it's a good day.
이제 앞에 수정해볼게. 논논논논까지 통으로 불러볼게.
2A, they mean like the second act? Or I wonder what they mean.
I don't know.
It's not the note. I don't know what they mean by it.
The verse? I don't know.
아니 진짜야. 이건 진짜야.
I guess it's just how they structure it.
여기서 앞에 다 하이톤 나오다가 여기서 완전 로우로 잡아줘야지. Got your nerve. 더 너무 got your nerve 이렇게 하지 말고 got your nerve. got your nerve.
It's too cool, just like how committed she is. And I also really feel like that is exactly why a lot of idol songs don't just sound like corporate idol music, which some songs can easily become when it's just the singer just singing the verse, kind of like the guiding track, then next singer, and they don't really have any more relation to the actual art than that, right?
Exactly.
But in this case, she's so committed to the art itself. And every single member is like following the direction to the letter. That is too awesome.
Yeah.
And that's where it really goes from just being a product to like a true piece of art.
Art,
Really cool.
Yeah.
좋아. 하나 더 할게요. 이거야. 좋아. 놔주세요.
네, 좋습니다.
Do I look
It's like, okay.
Shuhua.
뭐부터 할까? 내 생각에 인트로를 잘할 것 같아. 거기를 해볼까 먼저?
It's really 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 good. Baby I heard you good thing.
Duer. Good thing.
Good thing.
It's
그거
really,
너무
really,
잘하는데? 더
really
세게.
good.
Baby I heard you good thing. It's really
좋은데? 굿띵 해볼게. 굿띵 완전 오버해줘.
good thing.
Good thing.
Baby I heard you good thing.
That was good. That was good.
이렇게 한 번 더 해볼게. 좀만 더 줄 세게 해줘.
I like reactions.
Baby I heard you good thing.
훅 해볼까? 훅. 굿띵. 굿띵. Holy moly shit.
Good thing.
Soyeon and her giant red button.
Holy moly shit.
It looks so scary.
뭔가 너무 욕한 것 같아. Holy moly shit.
Holy moly shit. Good thing.
어머 있어 굿띵 해볼게.
Mama,
It's a good
더
thing.
귀엽게. 엄마 it's a good thing.
Mama, it's a good thing.
맞아. 여기 이제 자신감 있게 세게 하면 되겠다.
Mama, it's a good thing.
좋아 거의 다 왔어. 보이까지만 해볼게. 좀 더 세고 멋있게 해야 돼. 여기 완전 무섭게 해줘야 돼.
Your hello girl next to boy 꼭 참고.
귀여운데요? 더 낫거든. 좀 더 내리면 돼. Yo hello girl next to boy got some 멋.
곱창 뭐뭐뭐뭐.
오 맞아. 해볼게.
Your jalapeno is too boy. 곱창 뭐뭐뭐뭐. 같은 니.
I feel like this is kind of like very different than Shuhua's like normal vibe. You
Definitely.
get me? Like she's definitely out of her comfort zone, even for i-dle, or rather should I say straight up just i-dle nowadays. How does that actually work? Do I call i-dle's old discography also i-dle's discography? Or is that i-dle now that is it i-dle going forward and i-dle when talking about the stuff that's behind him? Or is it just me, i-dle for everything?
Well, they haven't changed the name on the old songs.
That's why I'm confused. I'm not sure. Do we call them i-dle back then?
Is
now i-dle?
Whatever you want, I think. You can call them i-dle
Just
or
don't hate. All right. Just don't hate. I don't know, bro. I don't know. They even get confused themselves, they say. Sometimes about saying i-dle versus i-dle and what have you.
Yeah.
But, however, I feel like it's kind of like outside of Shuhua's comfort zone.
Definitely.
This vibe.
Yeah.
Like even for i-dle themselves, this is like even stranger than usually.
True.
But still very them.
Yeah.
I really love the song, dude. It's a total banger. I've been blasting it so much.
Yeah.
너나 전부 가져팔려.
아 귀엽다.
귀엽다.
오 완전 맞는데 너무 잘하는데. 이제 세게만 부르면 돼. 뻥뻥뻥뻥 이렇게 불러야 돼.
가져팔려 뻥뻥뻥뻥.
끝.
수고하셨습니다. 오. 다음에 봐. 내일 봐.
안녕.
So holding until I die.
언니 여기 진짜 언니가 최대로
Yo, she's like in a check her out now.
She looks like
a soccer mom, dude.
Look like the rapper of Treasure. Hyun-suk. He looks like Hyun-suk. Because he likes like this
Yeah, the
football
jerseys.
싱이 너무 작아. 싱 말고 싱 now 이를 더 이 해서 불러 그래. 싱을. 싱. 맞아.
Yeah.
So hurting until I die. 뭔가 언니 잘하는 느낌으로 불러볼게. 아픈 느낌으로. 그렇게 해볼게.
So holding until I die.
I로 안 해도 돼. Till I 그냥 더. 그렇게.
It's crazy the control they have on their vocals.
True, bro.
언니 여기에
Very impressive.
As you said, it's like first nature, second nature for them.
You forgot to censor the gosh darn little thing here again. Look at it. Look at it.
Coffee.
Hello, organic.
Hello, organic.
Yummy. At least it's organic.
Right?
That's something. It's good. Who wants all those weird chemicals?
Exactly.
Not an ad, by the way.
No.
But if anybody wants to sponsor us, let us know.
Hello,
let us
organic.
know. I love Korean skincare. Just throwing it out there. Send me some free stuff.
Yeah.
Baby, I heard you're a good thing.
아니야. 그때. 오 그거야 언니.
Baby, I heard you're a good thing. It's real.
맞아 이거 두고 언니 굿바이 베이비 모아를 그냥 마음대로 좀 해볼까?
오케이.
Goodbye baby 모아. 이게 마음에 들기 엄청 어려운데 너무 멋있는 여자처럼 해줘 좀 더 살을 뭔가 깔보는 느낌이었으면 좋겠어.
Goodbye, baby.
A little bit slow.
나와도 될 것 같아.
I feel like it was a little bit out of rhythm actually, the last one.
But it's because they're not gonna show everything.
No.
This is like a lot of time.
언니 들어볼게 언니 저번에 한 것 좀.
Hey boy, you'll never know what you're missing.
I love how they do it in different days.
It does look like she just froze.
솔직히 잘했어. 근데 그냥 한 번 더 잘할 수 있나? 한번 녹음해 볼게. 좀 더 감정적으로 불러봐.
Hey boy, you'll never know what you're missing now.
헤이 보이 좀 더 밑으로 훅 들어갔다 나오네.
Hey boy,
그렇게.
hey boy, you'll never know what you're missing now.
노우가 언니 no 뜨지 말고 no 밑으로. 입을 위아래로 넓게 벌린다고 생각해 볼래?
Hey boy, you'll never know what you're missing now.
이제 좀 더 말하듯이 울음을 참는 느낌으로 분노를 참는 느낌.
Ooh.
Hey boy, you. 죄송해요.
그렇게 죄송해요 하면 다시 분노가 없어진 것 같아. 다시 해볼게.
You'll never know what you're missing now.
미싱 할 때도 missing now.
I love how this is also a great example of just how emotional music also is, that you really need to be in it. And you know, I'm trying to do this song right now that is inspired by Baekhyun and Taeyeon for another music producer breaks down an artist style song. And because they're also so, you know, vocal centric, I actually discovered just how like into it you sometimes gotta be to a degree that I, you know, usually I just have my own style, but some artists are just like so like into it to such like a extent, while my style a lot of times almost like a little bit removed. You get me? Yeah. And it's true. You really just got to be in the emotions sometimes.
True.
And that's also what like really makes you a good performer.
Yeah.
Like really being able to capture some crazy performances.
Because one thing is the studio and another thing is live and doing the performance. True. And just it's true, like you can hear the emotions in the song.
Yeah. It's so
crazy.
important.
It's so important.
And that can't be faked. You really have to be in it.
No, it cannot be faked.
Missing now 이렇게
So
뭔가
hold on until
뺐다 뺐다 해줄게. 좋아. 근데 여기 홀딩을 좀 약하게 해볼까? 어이없어서 힘 빠지는 느낌 알아? 미야 밑으로 턱 떨어뜨리지 말고 미야 코로.
Pretty cool.
여기 더빙할 거야. 그렇게. 근데 이가 조금 더 낮았거든. 더 높게 올라가요. 이가 너무 얘를 언니 손이랑 같이 이가 언니가 방금 손으로 늦게 올렸잖아. 되게 천천히. 그렇게 올라가줘야 돼.
오.
언니 끝. 감사합니다. 네.
.mp4. Bonk.
Oh.
Wait, which one? Which part did she hit? Okay, at least it was just the pop filter though.
Pop filter.
And if you guys are wondering, again, like a pop filter essentially makes those sounds less like essentially harsh on the ear, and it can also stop spit, because over the life of a microphone, if it gets enough spit in it, it'll die. Yeah. So that's also another part. Obviously, that's over years upon years, but that's another thing
it's
that
better.
A pop filter.
To take care of it.
Yes, it both takes out those sounds in a way that is literally happening before it ever gets into the microphone, because any sort of stuff that happens when it's already recorded will also, you know, it can make a signal sound better than it was with, you know, those things being audible, but it'll never sound as good as if it wasn't recorded in the first place. Essentially, like those sounds. So it's very good to have a pop filter.
해볼게. 네.
Those ought to be biodynamic. They basically look like my earphones.
Yeah, just another color in the inside.
No, it's because they have like a protector. Look, they have this thing here. It's just, for me, it hurts like hell putting it on, so I'm just kind of like accepting that the leather just slowly corrodes.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just kind of accepting it. I mean, it already kind of has. And another thing is, I mean, it's like my own ears. You know, that's another thing. I'm pretty sure it's because so many people are going to be using it.
It's like a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just me. So, like, it's just my own sweat. I don't really care that bad, to be honest.
Whatever.
So, I think it's a mixture between those. It's a cover. That's why they look a little bit different.
It's a cover,
Yes.
이렇게.
You can buy some other covers. Maybe we should buy some.
Yeah?
It's really, really, really good.
dancing.
동그랗게 올라갔다 내려야 돼. Good. It's really, really, really good.
Another cup, another woman.
You hello girl, next to boy.
여기 더 나빠야 돼. You hello girl, next to boy.
Yeah, she sounds scary in that part.
Next to boy.
맞아, 해볼게.
You hello girl, next to boy. 곱찬 뭐뭐뭐뭐 같은 니.
오, 잘했는데? 넌 나 전부. 너하고 나에서 뒤집어져. 넌 나 전부.
넌 나 전부 가져 발로 포포포포.
맞아, 한 번 더 이렇게.
같은 니 넌 나 전부 가져 발로 포포포포.
끝.
네, 수고하셨습니다. 안녕, 갈게.
It's too funny how she was just like going for this total attitude vocal, and this is like.
Right.
여기 꺼져, 여기 해볼게.
꺼져 널 꺼져줘도 너너너너
꺼져 널 이렇게 말고 그냥 꺼져 널
꺼져 널
꺼져 널
꺼져 널
아니 꺼져 그래서 하나도 안 무서워. 꺼져라는 말을 좀 너가 뱉을 줄 알아야 될 것 같은데?
아, 나 욕을 잘 안 해서. 꺼져 널 꺼져줘도
오 지금 제일 잘했는데?
꺼져 널 꺼져줘도 너너너너
오 너무 잘했는데?
눈앞에 나를 보니 말을 계속 엎엎엎어
너가 하면은 눈앞에 나를 보니 말이 계속 이렇게 뭔가 바이브레이션이랑 섞여서 들어가고 있거든? 근데 내가 하고 싶으면은 눈앞에 나를 보니 말이 계속 이게 나랑 보랑 말에만 악센트를 주는 거야.
눈앞에 나를 보니
What are they covering here? A
I have
tattoo?
no idea.
Or maybe a watch?
발로
I think it's a watch.
There is a brand, yeah.
If it was tattoos, it'd be pointless to cover
Yeah,
it.
silly.
Because, I mean,
Why?
they're going to be seeing it
Why
a
do
lot
they
of other
care?
places.
Yeah.
아 너무 심해.
No, it's ought to be a watch.
Yeah.
빵
빵이야 빵?
Bang.
It's such an interesting thing, actually, within Korea, huh?
They love
that,
covering so much stuff.
brand placement is such a huge business
Yeah.
within the K-pop industry that they just insist on like trying to censor as many things as possible.
They can,
Yes, not because of any legal reason as far as I'm aware, but purely just because it's like, nah, you get no brand like recognition unless you sponsor us.
Exactly.
That's very interesting.
It makes sense because in Asia, well, I don't know if the whole Asia, but in Korea, Japan, China,
They're influencers.
yeah,
Extremely
anything
strong
that the
influencers.
person wears, the fans will buy it. They will buy it, and it will be out of stock in seconds. That's what they're doing this.
Yeah, it truly is incredible, like how influential K-pop idols can be for like brands and everything.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy.
아니야 빵 아니야 빵.
빵!
어. 우기야 여기에 Hello girl next to boy 할 때 애드립으로
They can't decide if they want to censor the Pepsi logo in the back.
너가 해주면 좋을 것 같아. 너가 말하듯이.
Come on boy
I'll stop talking about the censorship.
1P의 미연이 뒷부분을 해볼게. 아 이제 제일 중요한 파트 녹음할 차례가 왔다.
그래?
왜냐면 여기가 사비 들어가기 전이잖아.
알겠어요
그래서 제일 중요해 알지?
네네네 빨리 해 15분에 끝난다고
들려줄게. This is a star. 이렇게 그냥.
Okay, they've only got 15 minutes more of studio time.
It is such a good
아니야.
Maybe somebody else got to record a song
Maybe.
afterwards.
쭈쭈 밑으로.
It is such a good thing
Oh, she has to go.
Could be that too.
이리 써쳐하면 되겠다.
They have very busy schedules.
어이? 뭐야?
들어봐봐. 여기 톤 좋은데 슬프고 분노를 담아야 돼. 너무 기분이 좋아 지금 너가. 좀 더 분노 느낌을 해줘.
이게 분노야?
어 완전 분노야.
오케이 Boy, it is such a good thing for tonight
First night 해볼게.
Where she has
싫어봐.
her mask on the bottom. What?
오 너무 잘했는데? 진짜 이제 다 했다. Fortnite.
I think she's just being silly.
아니 좋은데 이게 조금 너무 끊어버린 티가 나서 Fortnite만 그냥 자연스럽게 몇 번 부르면은 이제 진짜 끝났어. 이거 하면 돼.
아니야 하자 그럼 하자 Boy, it is such a
Maybe she has the mask on the button because she was eating snacks and now her hands are greasy. I'm just like
maybe.
thinking it could
You're
be that and they have to
right.
go soon and she doesn't want to like clean it.
You're
so she's just like
right.
putting it
They
there.
don't care.
It might be that.
You're right.
for tonight
끝.
좋았습니다
Those are biodynamic earphones, 100%.
Yeah, they are.
꺼져를 꺼져줘도 너너너너 눈앞에 나를 보니 말을 계속 엎엎엎어
잘하네. 넘어갈게.
오 예!
I'd love to know which audio interface they record this into. If it's like a Neve or SSL.
나는 미시 엘리엇이다 이런 느낌.
It's definitely a big one.
로보톤 래퍼가
Yeah.
있어.
one of
완전
those huge
약간 래퍼
ones.
여자 래퍼계 좀 대부라고 해야 되나? 그 사람
Yo dear dumb and dumb
그거보다 더 두꺼운
Sounded cool.
래퍼가 있거든. 요가 완전 죽여야 돼. 여기서 요 했을 때 사람들이 와 이렇게 돼야 돼.
Yo dear dumb and dumb
오 자연스러운데. 그리고요 여기가 아주
Isn't it Dear Dumb and Dumber?
2절 사비가
But they always
원래
chop,
제일 중요한
the
걸
pronunciation.
보는 거지.
Okay, it's just
That's
a little bit
what
of
Soyeon-
Konglish in there.
That's what Soyeon likes.
2절 시작, 2절 사비 지금 다 너가 맡았어. 여기 해볼게. Goodbye, baby. 이게 진짜 중요해.
Goodbye, goodbye, baby.
baby. Mwah.
Goodbye, baby. Mwah.
Look at Soyeon, like she looks like a Ajuma with that jacket. It's cute.
들어볼게.
Goodbye, baby. Mwah.
Oh yeah, it goes hard.
It goes hard, bro.
이걸 할게요.
What is that shirt?
안녕. Day 3, damn.
딴딴 오늘 또 마지막 수정 요거인 것 같은데.
They take this super serious. A lot of retouches.
Uh-huh.
여기 셔야 뭔가 건달 같았으면 좋겠어.
Damn.
Gangster.
She's gotta sound gangster.
Hello girl next to boy 이렇게 하잖아. 약간 그얼로 해줄래? 그얼?
You hello girl next to boy.
너무 좋아. 해볼게.
You hello girl next to boy. 거참
거창
오이, that's how it
해볼게.
sounds.
멋.
뭐.
아 지금은 뭐.
Let's go.
너 손도 세 보이지 않아? 훨씬 멋. 손을 완전 내려치면서.
거참 뭐.
해볼게.
Girl next to boy. 거참 뭐. 같은 이
뒤에 불렀어? 아니요. 이렇게 하고 해볼게.
이 말을 계속 You hello girl next to boy. 거참 뭐.
가져 발로만 몇 번 더 해볼까?
네.
가져 발로.
가져 발로 포.
오 진짜 많이
Ooh, that went hard.
요
A
잘 나와.
lot of power in that one.
Hello.
Yo hello.
너무 높아. 낮게 더.
Yo hello.
Wait.
해볼게.
You know, one thing, right? This is, as you probably know, Soyeon is only directing. She's not the recording engineer. The recording engineer is the fella whose arm, or woman, I can't
It's a
actually
woman,
tell.
so I already saw it.
Oh, let's go. That's
a
what I
wo-
was gonna say.
it's a woman.
I wanted to figure out if it was a girl again.
It is.
Or a boy, a man, a woman.
I saw a little bit like this part of
Okay.
her, like in like 20 seconds, like a minute ago.
That goes so hard. The amount of female recording engineers out there is extremely small.
Yeah, it's very
so
little.
them having one and also going for this like girl crush, girl power concept
just-
goes so hard.
It just looks natural.
And I also love how like authentic
It's
their
authentic.
girl crush energy is.
Exactly. It's actually like very authentic.
Yeah.
It's like nothing fake. Nothing.
No, because again, in so many cases, it's
It's like made.
like everybody involved in it is like a man.
A man.
And a lot of the time it's like a man who wrote it. And it's like a bunch of male CEOs. And
And
it's
it's-
just like these women who just only sing it, but everything else about the persona.
It's just
while
made.
I respect, the industry and I
Of
respect the
course.
vision and everything. It's not authentic.
No,
it
it's
just
not.
isn't. I mean, you like the sound. Okay, fine. There's no problem in that, but it just isn't authentic. And I like the authenticness, on the other hand, of i-dle when it comes to that. It goes so hard.
Yeah, that's why most people are fans of i-dle, is their authenticity.
Totally.
Yo hello.
Yo hello.
너무 높아. 낮게 더.
Yo hello.
해볼게.
Yo hello girl next to
들어볼게요.
Yo hello girl next to boy. 거참 뭐. 같은 이너 전부 가져 발로 포.
잘했어.
It's good.
좋아 해볼게.
Goodbye.
Oh, that was the producer, I think.
Wait, let's go back.
That's the person who was in the, like, next to Soyeon.
Oh, you
She
mean the
was there
recording
with
engineer?
The recording engineer. It's like her.
Oh, let's go. Why is her
her.
face censored? Huh.
She doesn't want to.
It's interesting how they don't want their faces shown, while in the West, that
YG.
would be like super. Yeah, YG, they do it a
YG, they
lot.
show it. In the West, nothing. They don't censor anything.
Any recording engineer would like to be recorded.
Recorded.
It would be like a step up. It's like, yo, please add my Instagram, man. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to this or that.
Exactly.
That's
Here
how they
it's
would
like
all
the
be.
complete opposite.
Yeah, it's way different.
Crazy, yeah. I don't think they want to be famous in that way.
Huh.
Goodbye.
Depends on the producer, depends on the recording engineer.
Goodbye baby. Mwah.
너무 좋다 언니. 이것보다 이제 이번엔 조금 더.
Yeah, in the West, they are always doing interviews. And
Always. They always want
trying
to
to-
become bigger,
Yeah,
of course.
exactly.
I will do it too.
언니 무화가 좀 짧아도 될 것 같아. 짧은데.
You learn a lot from the
이 정도로
recording
급하게
engineers.
소리 날 수 있나?
I love watching their interviews.
Yeah, you love watching so much videos of them.
Oh, yeah, guys.
She's always watching.
If you like wonder where a lot of my info is from, I mean, when it comes to the mixing side, right? Mixing, production, and also recording myself. Obviously, that's something that I do, but I also learn it from somewhere. And I learn it from just incessantly and always watching interviews, tutorials, and of course also practicing what I preach. But like watching all of those like interviews is like so informative and you learn so much. And I'm also able to apply that knowledge in these videos.
You have become so good over the last months and years, really.
For
So
sure.
Yes,
and,
thanks to his videos as
and
well.
that is thanks to videos like interviews with recording engineers, with mixing engineers, what have you. And I also learned so much that I can then give to you guys.
And
through
me.
these videos.
You teach me too.
Exactly.
Like, I was like, oh.
Exactly. So I actually wonder if that's like a thing within the South Korean music industry. Like,
don't
sure,
know
their
how they
faces are
learn,
censored
like-
here, but
Yeah.
are there other videos where they just like talk casually and just like explain their process?
There might be videos.
Maybe.
We just still haven't seen it, maybe.
It's probably all in Korean.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
thing.
what
Like,
I
it's
think.
too niche.
It's too niche.
Yeah, it's too niche to be in English or have English subtitles.
True,
우리
sadly.
베이비 모아만 해볼까? 베이비까지 너무 에너지가 있어서 한번 빼로 해볼래? 베이비 모아 이렇게.
Baby
Goodbye, baby. 뭔가 매력 있어야 될 것 같아. 여기만.
Goodbye baby
이렇게인데 이번에는 베이비 할 때 조금 진짜 아가가 부른다고 생각하고 좀 해볼래?
Baby
Goodbye, baby. 이렇게.
Baba talking a little.
Baby, ma.
Such a good thing for tonight.
Goodbye baby
아니면은 바이 했을 때 언니 소리잖아. 바이 이렇게 되잖아. 베이비도 좀 베이비 이렇게.
Baby Goodbye baby
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
끝.
Good thing. Good thing. Holy moly shit.
Looking out.
이거 참 하하 정말 깔깔 웃겨 재미있군 해보겠습니다 A good thing It's really 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 good 난 1억 5천짜리 시계를 찾고 그 다음 밀리시아 오일 람보키를 손에 들고 미친 듯 burn하고 퍽 밟아 200km 이거 참 하하 정말 깔깔 웃겨 재미있군
이거 이렇게
Good,
하니까
perfect.
제대로 잘 못 맞추겠어서 이거 통으로 더빙 하나 하고 그냥 다시 원래 더빙을 해도 될까요?
미친 듯 burn하고 퍽 밟아 200km 이거 참 하하 정말 깔깔 웃겨 재미있군 난 1억 5천짜리 시계를 잡고
They're like doing it more and more to add the vocals.
미친 듯 burn
Yeah, they're like adding all the backing vocals
backing
and dubbing
vocals.
it with lower and higher harmonies.
재미있군
괜찮은 것 같은데요. 끝이죠. 네, 감사합니다.
The sandals. Oh,
Very cool.
Damn.
It just nonchalantly ended.
And the
All
bye.
right. They just kept it real. It was just
Yes.
an actual like recording behind.
Yeah.
It wasn't very cinematic or anything.
Oh, no.
Actually, less so
It's
than a lot of
very
other ones. It was just right there and there.
real.
Yeah, it was just if you want to see it, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. This is like such a new concept. I don't think like before 2021 this still existed.
But I
like
love it.
nobody was doing the recording behind. Thank God. I don't know who started it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to find out which group started. It must have started by someone.
I think it started also because of a lack of other types of content during COVID. I think that might have
That's
been what
right.
happened. They were just
That's
like,
right.
what else do we got?
what
Let's
else
just
do we
start doing
got?
this. 'Cause-
Thank God.
Yeah.
One of the good things that came out of the pandemic was this.
A lot more
Really.
transparency within the recording process has actually also become a thing within the Western industry.
True. More transparency.
A lot of music producers, mixing engineers, they like to keep secrets before. Like they didn't actually want to pass on their
Yeah,
knowledge
yeah.
because they were afraid that meant that they would lose clients themselves
yeah.
because then other people would know their techniques.
But now everything is on the internet.
Yeah, nowadays people don't care at all.
Now
They're like
you have
totally
to make
open.
videos to become famous.
And yeah, and just like
Better.
just show off
Show
that you
off
know
that
all
you
of these
know
things,
exactly.
and thereby also passing on the knowledge, but also just showing that you have such an intricate understanding, and thereby gain clients, and thereby gain more recognition,
Yeah,
and become an
100%.
influencer yourself.
Exactly.
And it seems like within K-pop, they've also become more open by doing these recording behinds.
Mm-hmm.
I'll still say I think the YG ones beat the Cube ones because they show more of the recording
The
engineers,
talking
kind of view. And what that person is doing, a bit more of which digital audio workstation, that meaning the program in which it's recorded, what's going on in that whole process. That's a thing that I would love for Cube to also include as a piece of feedback.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah, if I could come with some feedback, it would be that.
True.
Include more of that. I would love to see it, and I'm sure many other people who are also into that whole thing or just curious would also really like to see
Yeah,
that for sure.
same. I would like to see
Apart from that, I thought it was really cool, and it perfectly captured the creative vision and how like involved Soyeon also is as a music director, and just how talented everyone is at doing it and singing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
The
It was
mixing
such a
process wasn't included though.
No.
But they almost never are.
No, almost never.
That's another thing. Guys, do mixing behind.
Do it.
Mixing behind would be so cool because
you're right.
like the mixing
Especially for you.
Oh yeah,
He
that could
loves
be
watching
such
those
a
things.
cool concept for something
But
to
I feel like
react
that's
to.
too niche.
I don't care.
But they should do
Do
it
it.
for people who actually are interested in it. Why not more content?
Exactly.
You're gonna do it anyhow. Might as well record it.
Exactly.
So why not?
And you know, that whole mixing world, like with regards to that, Korean mixing engineers are world renowned for being incredibly talented. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
would love to see how they actually do it.
Yeah.
Like I
same.
would love to see that.
Same.
Nonetheless, everyone, what a cool recording behind. Super cool to check out. Like the video if you enjoy our content. Comment down below what you thought about our commentary, reaction, what have you to i-dle. Good thing. It's really, really, really good.
Dun,
Bum,
dun.
bum. Recording behind, sup. And last but not least, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our i-dle content over there. There's basically every single week at least one piece of i-dle content coming out over on Patreon. So if you want to check that out, well, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel because we wouldn't be able to make any of these videos without all of our amazing supporters over on Patreon. And if nothing else, see you in the next one.
Bye guys, take care.
Annyeong. Bye everyone. Wah, take care.